Ever wondered what makes your favorite apps run so smoothly? Or what prevents your online banking from crashing? The secret hero behind the scenes is software testing. Today, we're diving deep into the world of software testing, exploring what it is, why it's so crucial, and how you can even start a career in this exciting field. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see your digital world in a whole new light. So, what exactly is software testing? Think of it like a quality control process for software. Before an app, website, or any piece of software is released to the public, testers put it through its paces. They're like digital detectives trying to find any bugs, errors, or flaws. The goal is simple: to make sure the software works as expected, is reliable, and provides a great experience for the end user. It is the process of evaluating and verifying that a software product or application does what it is supposed to do. Now, you might be thinking, why is this so important? Well, imagine you're using a food delivery app, and right when you're about to pay, it crashed. Frustrating, right? You'd probably delete the app and use a competitor's. That's where testing comes in. First and foremost, it massively enhances user satisfaction. A well-tested product is a reliable product. When users have a smooth, bug-free experience, they're happy, they trust the brand, and they keep coming back. Second, it reduces costs. Finding and fixing a bug early in the development process is way cheaper than fixing it after the software has been released. A post-release bug can lead to emergency patches, customer support overload, and even damage to a company's reputation, all of which are incredibly expensive. Proactive testing saves a ton of money in the long run. And third, it ensures quality. Software testing is the ultimate seal of approval. It validates that the software meets the business and technical requirements and works as expected from a functional, performance, and security standpoint. High-quality software builds a strong brand image and gives a company a competitive edge. Without testing, you're essentially just hoping for the best, and in the tech world, hope is not a strategy. When we talk about how testing is done, it generally falls into two main categories: manual testing and automated testing. Manual testing is exactly what it sounds like. A human tester, often called a quality assurance or QA analyst, manually interacts with the software. They click through the app, fill out forms, and try to break it, following a set of test cases to see if everything behaves as it should. It's great for exploratory testing and checking usability from a human perspective. On the other hand, we have automated testing. This is where testers write scripts and use special tools to automatically run tests on the software. Once a script is written, it can be run over and over again, much faster than a human ever could. This is perfect for repetitive tasks, like checking that core features haven't broken after a new update. Most modern teams use a combination of both manual and automated testing to get the best of both worlds. Let's get a bit more specific and look at the different types of testing. We can broadly divide them into functional and non-functional testing. Functional testing checks if the software's features are working according to the requirements. It's all about what the system does. Within functional testing, there are several key levels. It starts with unit testing. This is where developers test the smallest, most isolated pieces of code, called units, to make sure each one works correctly on its own. It's the first line of defense against bugs. Next up is integration testing. After the individual units are tested, they are combined into groups and tested together. The goal here is to find issues that might pop up when different parts of the software interact with each other. For example, does the login module correctly communicate with the user database? Then comes system testing. At this stage, the entire, fully integrated software is tested as a whole. Testers check if the complete system meets all the specified requirements. They're no longer looking at individual pieces but at the final product, end to end. Finally, we have acceptance testing, or user acceptance testing UAT. This is often the final step before the software goes live. Real end users, or the client, test the software to see if it meets their needs and expectations in a real-world scenario. If they accept it, the software is ready for release. Now, let's switch gears to non-functional testing. This type of testing isn't about whether a feature works, but about how it works. It checks the non-functional aspects of the software like performance, security, and usability. One major type is performance testing. This tests how the software performs under a certain workload. Testers check for things like speed, responsiveness, and stability. For example, can your e-commerce website handle 10,000 users making purchases during a Black Friday sale without slowing down or crashing? Another critical one is security testing. This is all about finding vulnerabilities in the software that could be exploited by attackers. Testers try to hack into the system to identify weaknesses in order to protect sensitive user data, like your passwords and credit card information. In today's world, this is non-negotiable. And then there's usability testing. This focuses on how easy and intuitive the software is to use. Can a new user figure out how to navigate your app without a manual? Is the layout clear? Is the experience enjoyable? This is usually evaluated by observing real users as they interact with the product. A powerful application is useless if no one can figure out how to use it. To keep all these testing activities organized, teams follow something called the Software Testing Lifecycle, or STLC. It's a systematic process that outlines all the steps involved in testing. The STLC typically starts with requirement analysis, where the testing team studies the software requirements to understand what needs to be tested. Next is test planning, where the team creates a strategy, estimating the effort and resources required. Then comes test case development. Here, the team writes detailed step-by-step test cases that they will execute. After that is test environment setup. This involves setting up the hardware, software, and network configurations needed to run the tests. The main event is test execution, where the testers finally run the test cases they prepared and log any defects or bugs they find. The final stage is test cycle closure. In this phase, the team prepares reports, documents the entire process, and analyzes the results to see what can be improved for the next time. Following the STLC ensures that the testing process is disciplined and effective. So, after hearing all that, you might be thinking, this sounds really interesting. How can I get into software testing? The great news is that it's a very accessible career path, even for people without a computer science degree. First, you need to build a solid foundation. Learn the fundamentals we talked about today, the different types of testing, the STLC, and common testing terminology. There are tons of free resources, blogs, and YouTube channels, just like this one, that can help you get started. Next, get familiar with some popular tools. For manual testing, you'll need to learn about bug tracking tools like Jira. For automated testing, you could start with a framework like Selenium, which is widely used for web application testing, or Cypress. You don't need to learn them all at once. Pick one and get comfortable with it. Practical experience is key. You don't need a job to get experience. You can practice by testing open source software or even websites and apps you use every day. Try to find bugs, document them clearly, and think about how you would report them. You can also look for freelancing opportunities on platforms like Upwork to build a portfolio. Consider getting a certification. Certifications like the ISTQB Foundation level can really make your resume stand out. It shows employers that you have a formal understanding of testing principles. Finally, network. Join online communities on LinkedIn or Reddit, attend webinars, and connect with people who are already in the industry. They can offer advice, mentorship, and maybe even job leads. A career in software testing is rewarding, challenging, and constantly evolving. It offers a great way to be part of the tech industry and make a real impact on the quality of the products millions of people use every day. And that's our deep dive into the world of software testing. From ensuring your apps don't crash to protecting your data, testers are the unsung heroes of the digital age. I hope this video gave you a clearer picture of what goes on behind the scenes to deliver the amazing software we rely on daily. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more content coming your way to help you understand the tech world. Do you have any questions about software testing? Or maybe you're a tester with some stories to share? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.